J.
¿Cómo estás, people? And welcome to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real, bringing you a Friday edition of the show. We are so excited to actually get in today. We have some hot topics and some hot news, sports news that we need to cover. And so we don't want to waste any time. We just want to get into it. We're going to go ahead and start out with today's show and discuss the PGA. Today, tournament started and Tiger Woods is 3 back off the leaderboard. He had a slow start, but to be 3 back from the leaderboard or the first place person is actually really well. Now, a person that didn't do so very well or didn't do too well today, Rory McIlroy. This guy, I believe, had like a 7 over. This kid, he has to really figure out what's going on. He, at one point, was the #1 golfer in the world. Now he is struggling, but everyone knows that the game of golf can come in spurts. So, hopefully, Rory McIlroy will figure out what's going on with his game. People want to put it on all kinds of things, from changing his equipment and his new girlfriend or girlfriend that he's so madly in love with that is costing him concentration on the course. Whatever it may be, this kid is having trouble, but he is so young. He has many years to play golf. I'm sure he'll figure out what's going on, and just give the kid some time. He'll figure things out and turn things around, but he did not have a good day, and the PGA really needs Tiger Woods to win a major. It's been like 5 or 6 years since Tiger Woods has won a major. He has won 4 tournaments this year so far, which is really cool for Tiger Woods fans, but he needs to win a major. He himself has came out in interviews and said winning majors is what playing professional golf is all about. So Tiger, go out there and win a major. Okay, moving on from golf news, we're going to go on to a segment that we want to call the NFL Buzz. What's going on right now and has been going on now for the last few years. We've never really touched on this subject because it is very touchy and delicate, but I just cannot dodge the topic anymore. And what it is, it's all about concussions and these superstar NFL playing athletes dealing with issues and problems from playing football. Okay, folks, I am not going to be the guy to be unsympathetic to anybody that chooses a career and gets hurt or has some kind of long-term issues because of a career choice. But let's be real, folks. Are you going to try to tell me to feel completely and utterly so sorry for these athletes, these stars, these millionaires who from the early age of probably high school have had everything pampered to them, given to them because of the quality of athlete, because of the type of player they've been? It's kind of hard to feel sorry for these guys. They've chosen a path. They obviously were gifted enough to choose that path. Because let's face it, if any average Joe out there had an opportunity to make $10 million a year to play a sport over going to their 9 to 5 every day, 7 days a week, 365, come on now. Anybody would give up that type of life to go play 12 games of football every year. Now, I know they do a lot in the off season. They have a lot of workouts. They got to do a lot of film study. They got to do a lot of work during training camps and all this. We get that. I get that. But come on, folks. Again, I think any average person, if given a choice, that could make $10 million a year and live the lifestyle that these guys live, would take the chance at a little bit of concussed syndrome going on in their later years to live 15, 20 years possibly of the kind of life that these guys lived. And let's not even go into college. Let's not even go into their high school years, because this is where it all sets up, folks. See, they start out at high school and they're They're high-scouted, quality talent players. They might not get the pampering, they might not get the esteem they do in college at the high school level. But when they go into college, guess what? Things turn around. They have girls throwing themselves at them. They have boosters and all kinds of people trying to throw money at them and giving them stuff and everything under the sun. They get teachers and presidents of academic schools and colleges helping these guys attain the grades and attain a pass if they are superstars and if they could play football. So they're just pampered guys, and they've been that way their whole life. And they want us to feel sorry because at the end of being rich and famous and having an amazing life as an athlete, they have some headaches, or they have some nausea, or they have some other types of symptoms from being concussed, or even just physical elements from being hurt. It's kind of like this, folks. The soldiers go out and fight our country for pennies on the dollar of what these guys make, and their lives are on the line every single day that they're out at war. You got police officers and firemen that their lives are on the line every time they punch that clock. Do these guys get millions of dollars a year? Do they have women throwing themselves at every port, every city they go to? Do they have companies flocking at them, paying them millions of dollars for endorsement deals? No. So I'm not trying to be unsympathetic again to the athletes that have issues by being concussed or by being injured. But it is a choice, and it is a profession that is not forced upon these people, but again, it's a quality of life that they want to live. So with that, you're going to have to take an inherent risk. Police officers know they might get shot and not go home and see their families. Soldiers know when they go to war, they might be blown up, or even worse, captured and disappear off the face of the earth. But those are the inherent risks these guys take. Firemen know that they have a possibility of getting on a call and never coming back again. We just had 19 firemen in the Arizona fires, the wildfires, perish because that's the career they chose. Now, it gets a little upsetting to me to continually hear athletes and these football stars complaining about headaches, complaining that everybody owes them everything because of the years they played in football. You know what? You took millions of dollars to play that sport. You took millions of dollars to be an endorsement for companies. You've lived a lifestyle that none of us will ever know, couldn't even probably dream of. And guess what? Some of us have physical issues after we leave our jobs. Some of us have everyday elements that come from everyday life that hinder us from living normal lives as we go through our career changes or different things that we do after a career change. So please, let's just get real. Guys, play your sport you choose to play, and if you do get injured, if you do get hurt, just take it as what it is. It's an inherent risk that you chose to make millions of dollars and be famous. And we're going to leave it at that right here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show, because it's just been on and on and on. Poor guys this, poor guys that, they don't deserve it, they shouldn't be going through it. You know what, when you play national football as a professional, you have a chance of dealing with some issues. You chose it, deal with it, live with it, and you know what, stop complaining about it, my gosh. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave that alone because I don't want to get on my soapbox too much longer. We're tired of hearing about the complaints. Now let's move on to better news in the NFL. Tony Gonzalez representing the people. This guy has been a stellar athlete, has been a professional for over 15 years. This guy is amazing. He's going to play one more year. He has guaranteed 2013 will be his final year playing professional football, and right here we guarantee that that is the truth. We believe this is his final year to try to win a Super Bowl. He is putting everything on the line for this season and this season alone, because after this year, he's going to be sitting with his kid in L.A., kicking back and enjoying time with his kid. So, kudos to you, buddy. Good luck. You know what? I'm not a huge Falcons fan, but I am supporter of how much talent is on that team, and they should be pushing for a Super Bowl this season with the talent they have. Finally, we're going to wrap up the NFL with really light news. Hernandez, a sticker company, has recently removed all of Hernandez's stickers from their company. And guess who they have been replaced with? That's right, yours truly, the second coming, they like to call him. Tim Tebow has been replacing Aaron Hernandez's stickers with this particular company, and I'm sure the stickers are flying off the counters and off the shelf. So, good for you, Tim Tebow, trying to wrap up a mess over there in New England with doing a little popularity cleanup there for them. So, we'll just have to see how that turns out. You know, a lot of people are still on Aaron Hernandez, but we don't know. Don't be so quick to say this guy's guilty, folks. There's a lot of stuff coming out that just proves it might not be as clean cut and dry to find this guy guilty as many of you have been saying. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And then let's go ahead and go into a wrap up here. In the NCAA news, Penn State has hit the mark of $60 million in settlement money, and that money amount is still counting. It's not going to stop there, folks. They've hit the $60 million mark settling these cases for the sexual assault on minors there at the college there by Sandusky, and it's going to get higher. I would be surprised if it doesn't hit double that amount, but again, time will see, and these guys are trying to settle these quickly, efficiently, so they can move on and repair and start to repair some of the damage caused by this program, the football program. Not everyone's guilty here, but definitely there were some people that were involved that knew better and that should have did something to help these kids and help this school. But anyway, hindsight's 20/20. Now, we're going to go ahead. That was the wrap-up, but I do need to make an announcement. We will not be conducting a show for next Tuesday for the Average Joe Sports Talk Show because we are going on vacation for a week. That is right. The Average Joe Sports Talk Show crew and myself, Jay Real, will be on vacation and will not be back to the show until next Friday. So, the Magic Minute will have to wait. All the sports that's going on, all you folks that follow us and count on us to get you that sports information and sports news, you're just going to have to wait until next Friday's show when we will be back right here at the Player Zone. As again, our sponsor, bunch of cool stuff, comic books, collectibles, you name it, they got it. Sports cards, memorabilia, gaming, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! They got everything. You need it, they got it when it comes to gaming and sports collectible needs. We can't thank enough the Right On Time Errand and Delivery Service. They also are our big sponsor. And what can we say? We've been having a great time. We've been going on now for a few months. We have some really cool followers, and the crew really helps us out. We can't thank you guys enough. And we can't thank enough the Scud for helping out the show, making us some original music to play on our intro and outro. So for right now, Jay Real's going to say, hey, I'm going to vacation. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to miss you all. But we will be back next Friday on Friday's show. But if you get a little jonesing for us and you're going to miss us on Tuesday, hey, go back and hit some of the other old shows. We have a bunch of them. Go back, check them out. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any comments, feedback. Leave it right there on the feedback section on the YouTube page there. Or you could contact us through the Player Zone on our Facebook or the Average Joe Sports Talk Show Facebook. You can get a hold of us in all kinds of ways. Anyway, Jay Real wants to say peace. Much love. I'm going to miss you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Jay Real.
Jay.